You're such an asshole.
Continuing on. This time I read it. Oh, he wants a video. And this is I finally got off my ass and started compiling a list. Let me pull up that list. But throughout the years, especially since I started writing Worthless, which is 12 years ago, people have always said, "Oh, you know what's a good job? You don't need a college degree." This. I'm like, "Oh, that is a good job. That is a good idea." Did I write them down? No. Now I've written them down, and now we're reconstituting, recompiling the list. And let me go through the list right now. We have infusion nurse, chimney sweeper, the railroads, X-ray tech, lineman, hazmat trucker, maintenance man, solar power installer, electrician, air traffic controllers, mason, and now added to the list is card dealer. And this email comes from a card dealer himself. Hey, Aaron, I've seen your videos with Vlad Elkins and mentioning Seth Himes, trying to encourage people to move into careers with lower costs of entry and guaranteed scalable employment. One route, which I haven't seen talked about, but I think fits well into this category, is becoming a table games or poker dealer. For context, I was a table games dealer, blackjack, roulette, and craps for 4 years, and have been a poker dealer for the last 5. Do you think your audience would benefit from an introduction to this field of employment? Essentially, both jobs cost less than $1,000 to learn in 3 to 6 months of hands-on training to walk into a job that pays $40,000 a year with room to make significantly more. Yeah, with the what's it called? The tips and everything and the rake and all depends on the game you play. Think about that. You could start learning. Let's do the math. You're 17 and a half. You know it's going to take 6 months of dealer school. The day you turn 18, you graduate from dealer school and you're making $40,000 a year. Beginning. Not a, is it wealthy? Are you fantastically rich? No, you're not. But what does the average college graduate make upon graduation now? Let's look that up. Oh, you college students are so fucking stupid. Average. Oh, wait, that's South Dakota. Why does it adjust for me? God damn it. You know what? We're doing Yandex. We made the assumption. I didn't ask you to assume anything. Google is becoming a horrible search engine. Horrible. Average salary out of college. Average salary of a college student is around average starting salary is $55,000 according to National College of Employers. Humanities majors earn about $51,000. Okay. So yeah, if you were computer science major, you're starting at $76,000. If you're a humanities major, oh, you know what? I bet they did. Oh no, that looks like they did that right. Never mind. I take it back. All right. But hey, you don't with tips, I'd imagine you'd be making as much as a college graduate. You're token college graduate. Now you're real college graduates where there was math and ball involved. I'm talking all you idiots, you adult children that went to continue your adolescence. Yeah. 18 years old, start dealing. That'd be great. Hang on. Now hang on. How old do you have to be to deal cards? 18 years old or 21 in some states. Okay, so it's state by state. Because we just want to make it so easy for you young kids to make money. Well, you're not old enough to work. You're old enough to get drafted and shot, but you're not old enough to work. We can't trust you. So dude, not going to school for 4 years, making 40 grand, probably 50, maybe even 60. 2 years time. Obviously in Vegas, it's very common. Oh, what do you do? Oh, I deal cards. Oh, okay, cool. It's a very common profession people have in Vegas. If you think it would help your audience, I could break down the essentials to get into the field along with the pros and cons of each job, as well as overall expected salary. I could also answer any relevant questions that you have be pertinent to your audience. I'm just going to get these people started and give them the option. Let me know if you think it would benefit from this. Appreciate all the information you put out. I said, let's just get the school, and then I'm gonna have them go and look through the. If you guys like, what's the pros and cons here? We can even look it up. I know late nights is going to be pros and cons. Pros and cons. Worked the casino industry for quite a few years. Before I left, I was working floor manager in gaming. Casino dealer is a very fun job, but it is as fun as you make it. If you go there miserable, you won't enjoy it. If you aim to enjoy yourself every day, then it's very fun. Pros, easiest job you'll ever have for the pay rate. You can meet many interesting people. No one in hospitality parties as hard as casino workers. Job is genuinely fun. A licensed dealer in blackjack, roulette, and baccarat has a job qualification that can take anywhere in the world to find work. Yeah, it's true. Cons. Once in a while, you have to deal with bullshit. The higher up the hierarchy you go, the more bullshit you have to deal with. Same with any other job. Some dealers could take things a little too personally. Hunter might lose money and start swearing at you. If you're female, you might get called. I won't even mention that here. Don't take it personally. Just pass on to your supervisor and smiles. They get kicked the fuck out. If you're female, you will get propositioned to and or flirted with by male punters. What's a punter? Gamblers are a different kind of person. They don't know what they look like in the mirror, i.e., they don't see themselves like you will see them. You could get burnout. Some dealers fall into a pattern of work, sleep in more, get up and go work again, especially night shift workers. Oh, yeah, be prepared to work nights a lot. Okay, I'll bite. Difference between a punter and a gambler. Okay, here it's why are gamblers called punters? Gamble in some way. I guess it's just the same thing as a gambler. I'm not seeing any difference. Maybe there's a derogatory term for it. But yes, anyway, he linked to this website below. There's an actual dealing school. I said, do you have a school you recommend people go to? And here it is, West Coast Dealing School, premier poker dealing training in Las Vegas. Kind of, it looks like a man cave. Their school looks like a man cave because it's got a bunch of dealing tables, bunch of comfortable chairs, video. Las Vegas, Nevada. Where are they at? Fully licensed. This guy recommends it. Gallery. I'm not joking. The classroom looks like a man cave. I'm not saying go fly out to Las Vegas and do it. I'm sure there are other reputable schools. 6375 South Pecos. Where is that? Is that down by Sloan? Hang on, let me type this in. All right. Oh, geez, I don't even see where this is. Pecos Road. Is that on the west side? Do you remember when you could just get a map out of Google? I should have just used Bing. Oh, okay. It's over immediate east, kind of by the university. All right, there we go. All right, so there, add that to the list now. Now we have car dealer. The education requirements are not ridiculous. They're quite reasonable. You will not go into crippling levels of debt. And unlike 85% of college graduates, there's a job waiting for you at the end. Any super chat? We got one super chat. Cynic, hey, Cynic, how you been, man? $10. I did some online training to deal blackjack, roulette, craps, and baccarat, mostly because I wanted to learn everything about the games. I recommend CEG Dealer School in Las Vegas. Costs $300 a course. All right, so you like that one too. But is it online though? I guess you could do it. I'd almost want to do it in person. CEG. Okay, so it's physical there. You know, this one looks almost like it looks like a Dungeons and Dragons comic book. Boy, you know, there it is. Dealer School, CEG Dealer School. Looks like people are having it looks like people are having fun. That's a sincere smile. There's the roulette table. There's a guy with a pompadour. I don't. Maybe we found something. Look, how many of y'all are going to get married and have kids, right? In the United States, let's just be serious about it for a second. Better question: how many women would marry you guys and have kids, right? And girls, how many of you are going to settle for the average man that you're perfectly qualified for, but you're not going to because you might have a 1 in a 8 billion shot at Chad, right? So never settle, right? I think everyone should become card dealers. I think this is it's the perfect bachelorette career, isn't it? Get to live in Vegas. Okay, you're guaranteed to be in a fun party town, right? There's a casino and gambling. It's not going to be the worst of towns. All right, there we go. CEG is in person. A lot of time is spent getting the dealing into muscle memory. Basic math, but dealing is mostly with patterns and ratios. You aren't crunching numbers all day. I've been amazed. What was I watching? Was it? It wasn't Plinko. That's a Price is Right game. It's a game all the Asian people play. What the hell is it called? And it was an Asian dealer, and I was just fascinated with how quick she could go and keep up with everybody. And I'm sure I knew Cynic, of course, you're right. There's tricks and ratios. Like I'm sure there's rules of thumbs you follow, but even knowing which cards or which people's chips to take and not, and then I mean, it was fascinating how fast she was going. And I do know playing poker in Vegas versus South Dakota, here you play South Dakota, people are having fun and relaxing. It's tourists and all that. Vegas, those dealers are trying to get as many hands through as possible because they make more tips per hour as they're dealing. That's how they make their money. So it's a much more intense speed and rate of play in Vegas. Pai Gow. I think it was Pai Gow. Thank you, Torgo. It might have been Pai Gow. Yeah. After enough hours, it gets into simple muscle memory. Yeah, but you also have to pay attention to the number. You can't just muscle memory. But I'm sure they get on a pattern and rote rehearsal. There. All right. Well, thank you very much to Joey for that. I appreciate that. He helped out the community. If any of you have any recommendations or advice, please put it in the comments below. That's it. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.